have a great show for you, so let's get started. As always, we open with a song.
As they travel along on the railroad track with the little boxcars being pulled back, you can hear the sound of that clickety-clack as they pass the houses and the little toy shack. It's a wonderful kind of feeling, it's a feeling I can't explain. It's a wonderful kind of feeling, that's the reason I love toy trains. On a rainy day when the sun won't shine, I can count on them to make me feel just fine. There's always lots of fun coming down the line, past the station house and the railroad sign. It's a wonderful kind of feeling, it's a feeling I can't explain. It's a wonderful kind of feeling, that's the reason I love toy trains. It's a wonderful kind of feeling, it's a feeling I can't explain. It's a wonderful kind of feeling, that's the reason I love toy trains.
Accessories have always played a big part on any toy train layout. In previous shows, we've shown you the classics, like the 97 coal loader, 164 log loader, 165 magnetic train, and the 313 bascule bridge. Well, now there's some new kids on the block, like this car wash from MTH. The car drives up, places the order.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I'll have a deluxe.
Okay, one deluxe. Thank you. Please pull forward.
Then drives around to the entrance. Then the car gets soaked with steaming hot water. Is rinsed, dried with hot air, then emerges from the other end to be wiped off by two attendants. I think that's a 48 Ford getting the wash job. Everyone loves to see a steam engine in action, the puffing smoke, the huge driving wheels with the moving rods and pistons, and the sound of the whistle. All this makes an impression that lasts forever. And I think the best-looking steam engines were the Streamlined steamers made in the 1930s. The first Streamlined steamer was the New York Central's Commodore Vanderbilt. It hit the rails in 1934 and was named after the founder of the New York Central, Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt. How do you make a Streamlined steamer? You take a regular steam engine, fasten a metal framework around it, then attach the new Streamlined body, made up of metal panels, to the framework. Wow, what a difference. Now that old steamer looks like a rocket ship or an upside-down bathtub. The Commodore Vanderbilt was assigned to head the New York Central's most famous train, the 20th Century Limited. It caused lots of excitement and drew crowds wherever it went. Because of the success of the Commodore, the New York Central commissioned famous industrial designer Henry Dreyfuss to streamline two 462 K5 type Pacifics. Launched in 1936, the new Streamliner featured an aerodynamic skirt around the pilot and illuminated drivers. At night, you could see the glow from miles away. Crowds gathered to see the New York Central's new Train of Tomorrow roar past. It was named after Mercury, the ancient Romans' messenger of the gods. The Mercury cruised at over 70 miles per hour and provided passenger service between Detroit, Toledo, and Cleveland. Next, Mr. Dreyfuss streamlined 10J3A Hudson. Instead of the puffy upside-down bathtub look, Mr. Dreyfuss went with a more simple, skin-tight shroud that closely followed the lines of the locomotive. The nose looked like a rocket ship with a fin on it, or the helmet of a Roman sentinel. The gray Dreyfuss Hudson was stylish and elegant, and is considered to be the finest design of the Streamline era.
Now riding to New York on track 1, train number 51, the Empire State Express.
Mr. Dreyfuss also designed the New York Central's striking black and silver Empire State Express. The Empire State looked like the Dreyfuss Hudson, but without the fin on the boiler front. The Empire State Express traveled between New York, Buffalo, and Cleveland. These stylish New York Central Streamliners represent the glory days of passenger travel in America. This is how slot cars looked way back in 1912. This is how they look today. Let's go to the races. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Grand Prix Raceway. It's a beautiful day and the track is fast. Ooh, there's a spin out over on curve number 2. Ooh, another one on the far turn. Watch out. Oh, just missed. 3 laps to go. 2.3 seconds behind the leader. There's trouble on the far turn. We've had lots of spin-outs today, but nobody has been hurt. There's more trouble on the far curve. I've never seen the track so fast. Mario will have to make a pit stop. That will cost him the lead. 1 more lap till the checker flag. 1 lap to go. This is the most exciting finish I've ever seen. And the winner is... And the winner is car number 9, driven by Waldo McGurk and Ernie Harwell. Congratulations. Did you guys happen to see Mario Andretti or Jeff Gordon anywhere? Hello? Bridge control tower. Make sure you keep the bridge locked. A UP diesel is due any second. Bridge control tower? Maybe you could do a better job if you stopped running around in circles.
Oh no!
And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. The first 5 inductees into the All-American Post-War Toy Train Hall of Fame. Number 5, the NW2 bell-ringing Santa Fe Switcher. Introduced in 1949, the smooth-running engine left a lasting impression on any boy who ever played with it. The 6220 switcher had operating couplers and running lights at both ends. It was a fine engine and had that old-fashioned feel of quality that you don't get with today's toys. Number 4, the biggest post-war diesel ever made, the twin-motored Fairbanks-Morris Trainmaster. Of the 3 road names, the FM Trainmaster came in. The Jersey Central is the most rare. In fact, it is one of the hardest to find engines of the entire post-war era. The Lionel Trainmaster also came in the blue and yellow colors of the Virginian Railroad. Number 3, the Congressional set. Headed by a Tuscan red GG1, the Congressional set, made in 1955, also included 4 aluminum streamlined passenger cars with distinctive maroon stripes. Number 2, the 50th anniversary 773 Hudson with Irvington cars. The mighty Hudson came with smoke and magnet traction. Lionel introduced the 773 Hudson in 1950 as part of their 50th anniversary celebration. Lionel brought back the 773 Hudson in 2000 as part of their 100th anniversary celebration. And now, for number 1, drum roll please. The most popular model train of all time, the classic red and silver Santa Fe F3. The Santa Fe was cataloged for 18 years and is the engine that most kids dreamed about. And there you have it, the first 5 inductees into the All-American Post-War Toy Train Hall of Fame.
Here they come, rolling down the line, with their engines roaring, looking mighty fine. One by one, they roll on by. They're a special breed, no one can deny. Rise to your feet and give a shout for the best of the best, there is no doubt. People far and wide will remember the name. They belong to the Hall of Fame. They belong
Lionel took their time with this model of a lift bridge. They first announced it in their 1950 catalog, but didn't release it until 52 years later in 2002. I guess they wanted to make double sure it worked.
Oh no!
This is the DD1 Electric Locomotive built a long time ago for the Pennsylvania Railroad. Back in 1911, the DD1 was the star of Pensie's fleet. It was chosen to head the first passenger train to depart from the just opened Penn Station in New York City. The DD1 looked boxy, but it was a smooth, powerful runner. It could pull a 14-car passenger train weighing 1,000 tons. It was fast, too, capable of speeds up to 85 miles per hour.
Attention please, this train will be stopping to change engines. For your safety, please remain seated.
The DD1 served the Pennsylvania Railroad well for almost 25 years. Between 1910 and 1920, 33 pairs of DD1s were heading up to 600 trains daily in and out of Penn Station. New electrics like the sleek GG1 gradually replaced the older DD1s. But the DD1s weren't finished. Many were transferred to the Long Island Railroad, where they headed passenger trains for another 25 years. The DD1 was fast and powerful and enjoyed a distinguished career. Today, you can see a beautiful restored pair of DD1s at the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum in Strasburg, Pennsylvania.
Welcome aboard. Ticketed passengers only. Take a look at the compressor. It sounds a little noisy. Now arriving, train number 38 from Harrisburg. Now departing, train number 46 with service to Boston. Now arriving, train number 38 from Harrisburg.
1976 was our country's 200th birthday. It had been 200 years since we signed the Declaration of Independence and became a free country. They called it the Bicentennial. Everyone celebrated, and we all felt proud to be an American. The railroads celebrated too. Trains were painted in patriotic colors and given patriotic names. There was the Spirit of 76 diesel from the Seaboard Coastline Railroad. The Preamble Express featured an Elko diesel pulling 4 passenger cars painted red, white, and blue. But by far the most spectacular and most memorable of all the trains gussied up for our nation's bicentennial celebration was the American Freedom Train. The red, white, and blue 22-car train was in operation in 1975 and 1976. It traveled 25,833 miles, toured through all 48 contiguous states, and attracted more than 7 million visitors. It reminded people of our heritage and made young and old alike proud and happy to be Americans. Although the American Freedom Train was pulled by 3 different steam engines, The 4449 logged the most miles. The American Freedom Train traveled all around America, drew crowds at every stop, and served to remind everyone of our country's glorious past, our many heroes, and our incredible accomplishments. I think it was a fine idea that steam engines were chosen to head the American Freedom Train, and even a better idea that the most beautiful of all steamers, the 4449 Southern Pacific Daylight, was the steamer that pulled the Freedom Train the most miles.
Traveling through our great homeland, helping us to understand what it means to be an American. Here comes that freedom train. Clear the way, she's coming through. Painted all red, white, and blue, making us feel proud and true. Here comes that freedom train. Freedom train, that freedom train, that freedom train, that freedom train. Dozens of cities along the way, hundreds came both night and day to see the sights of yesterday aboard that freedom train. In the summer heat and the winter cold, people came both young and old to hear the stories of liberty told aboard that freedom train. Freedom train, that freedom train, that freedom train, that freedom train. Here comes that freedom train.
Well, gotta go. Time to do my homework. Hope you enjoyed the show. Target car, take 3, action. Cut. That's a wrap.